Just 1 minute, I'm checking live. Yeah. Okay. Yes, happy equinox. It's really powerful. Last night was very energetic. Welcome to you all. The week 15th of Unified, receiving guidance for wise activity. This chapter is a very important chapter. I mean, every chapter is very important in this book, but particularly this one. This explains the journey of why we are here and who we are. What is the purpose? I can't say enough about this chapter that you need to really sit and reread this chapter a lot, because there are so many important key points in this book, in this particular chapter, that actually for me needed to understand those sentences. I needed to read some other book to get to the depths of those sentences. Such an important chapter and really, really amazing one. The initial sentence where Babaji starts with this chapter says that you have arrived. It's beautifully put together. You have arrived. What does that mean? Now you are ready to break out of the womb of this course. You are ready and you have arrived. Such a beautiful sentence. We will know why these are placed here. We will come to know as we go into this chapter. Babaji says, no longer need you worry about what is the wisest course of action. You don't need to worry, and you will know why. You already know it, but you will know more in this chapter. You are unified with your all-knowing intelligence, and you can find out anything for the askings. This point is important and plays a key role in this chapter. Which one? The quality of God, which says all knowing intelligence. This is the whole chapter is about this particular quality, and we will know why. That is why Babaji says you have arrived for this particular quality. You're unified with your perfection and can correct any thinking that brings the experience of pain. You already have a technique from one of the tools from this book, right? How to correct your thinking. That is all causing all these stuff in this life just because of your thinking. The correction of your thinking needs to happen, and that's we are practicing since week 1 in this book, in this course. And that is the powerful technique. That techniques that you have worked in direct proportion, you're doing them regularly and carefully, they do work. That's what Babaji says. They do work. Just have to keep practicing. You have to just be at it. That's all. Keep doing it. And that is working. This sentence, which I'm going to say right now, is yet another important sentence. But this one, we need to think about it really good. Okay. This sentence, I understood the deep meaning by reading some other book. These are very simple sentences, but with carries in-depth knowledge. That's why Babaji says, read and reread. When you read and reread, you can go deep into those things and find out even more. You will ask so many questions that you can get answers to them. So this sentence, for a while, you may need to deal with those stubborn thoughts that are out of sync with God's thought that created you. I'll repeat again. For a while, you may need to deal with those stubborn thoughts that are out of sync with God's thought that created you. What has created you? Do you know why you are here? You need to know this on your own. I knew, I came to know, still coming to know about this. These are really important questions we need to ask ourselves. We need to go find about it. So this sentence explains how we came into this world. This very sentence. Because of our stubborn thoughts, which are out of sync of God's thoughts. That's why we are here. That's why the initial sentence of this book states as, you have arrived. Now you are ready to break out of the womb of this course. Because you're knowing those secrets. You have already known. Until they are naturalized and released, they may continue to manifest experiences. You need to balance those. You need to release from yourself those stubborn thoughts until you neutralize it. How you do that? That is the purpose. And unless you do that, unless you release those, you may continue to manifest experiences. You may continue to take births after births after births, unless you neutralize that. This is why this chapter is so important. It has amazing key points for our life. Just sit and quietly read again. Very great insights in this chapter. These are simple sentences, but there is a lot of meaning hidden within it. That's why we need to read and we need to go into the depths. Just observe that process, but don't buy into the negativity. This is what Babaji says. Practice these techniques with innocence, knowing where they'll take you. You know where this are taking you, right? All these techniques. Unify, to unify with God. You are already unified, but this limited self arts of ourself, lower self, doesn't realize that we are whole, we are complete, we are our higher self. That is just a false term. We are practicing that in this course. Your quiet periods now are free for you to receive whatever guidance you want. That means you know you can get whatever you want. You have that control within you. Your power is there within you. You have now understood that. You have arrived to that point. Your higher self is yours. It is you. Your whole self is now available for any help you need in fulfilling your purpose in life. And this is the key role, which I said right initially, the one quality which plays a key role to all your communication with your higher self, fulfilling your purpose in life. That is really all you're interested in if you think about it. What is your purpose in life? First, your highest purpose is to return to being unified. That is the highest purpose of your life, to return to be unified. Return to the state of knowing who and what you are in truth, and return the experiences of God's quality. That is your primary purpose. And for that, your higher self has always been there for you to guide you. Questions on your highest activity will always be answered by either using a yes or no signal or by directly communication by your higher self. So all the answers will be of direct communication. If you're still having doubts, it may go to yes or no. Secondary purpose, and for everyone is different. Secondary purpose. What is that secondary purpose? That is why we are here, taking this birth on this earth. That is your daily activity. So what are your actions? That is your secondary purpose. Concerned with living. Some call it dharma, right? That is whatever your actions you're doing, that is your dharma, your right to do it. And why? What is that it is leading to? It is any activity that makes it easiest for you to realize your primary purpose. What is a primary purpose? Primary purpose was to return to being unified. And your secondary purpose is also for that. That is why you're here. That is why you're doing all your office work, or your being a mom, being a dad, being a friend or sister, a daughter, a son, whatever you have chosen, the character. That is why, to realize your primary purpose, that is all it is leading to, just to be unified. On these activities, your higher self is also eager to guide and complete your knowledge. If you remember, this is why we were practicing this course, to consciously communicate in the first phase. Second phase, we are becoming a creator. This is why your higher self is guiding you to fulfill that purpose, your primary purpose, to realize you're unified. This is what this course is all about. And this week, we have to do two practices. One is receive any knowledge that is wise for you to have, will come at that time. And what is that time? Any time in this present moment. Whenever you ask, it will be revealed to you. Second, you may ask for guidance on any subject. You can get any answers. This is really an amazing thing to know here in this chapter. You can get guidance on any subject. Anything you ask, you'll get it, the answers. If the answer is no, you may want to find out why. There is nothing that you don't know. If the answer is coming no, that you cannot know on that particular subject, you may have to find out. Maybe it is because you already know the answer. Or maybe it's something you need to work out further without any additional knowledge. Probably simply an illusion you're dealing with. Explaining a no can be very enlightening. There's nothing called no that you cannot know. That's what this technique in this chapter says. To find out why you're getting a no, there is the answer hidden there. Try to know that. Then how do you ask your higher self? By saying, is it in my highest and wisest interest to and state your desire. Possibly course of action. Whatever you want to know, first start with that. Is it in my highest and wisest interest? Because why this has said like our highest and wisest interest? Because we are leading towards our primary purpose, which are aligned with that. Those questions, if you ask, that is where you're leading yourself to the right path which you have designed. That is why this sentence is given this way, so that you ask from your highest, higher self, not your lower perspective. And if your answers to a question seems strange, check to see if your aura has an uninvited influence. You're not getting straight answers, getting all weird, coded answers and all, or whatever random things are coming for the just simple question. Chances are there are uninvited influences that always clouds your answers. So important to clear your aura. And here comes the sentence I said plays an important key role of this chapter. Remember, I said starting of this chapter, one quality plays an important key role. We'll know why. If your answer to a question is no, it may mean Babaji. This is a para from this book, which I'm reading to you all. If your answer to a question is no, it may mean no, it isn't wise for you to have an answer to that particular question. That is an untrue no. To find out, ask, is that a true no? Why? You need to think about it. Why it is said as untrue no? Because there's nothing which you cannot know or don't know. Because you are that all-knowing intelligence. And that is the errorous thought which you carry within you, that imbalances, that created you. That is why you are here, because of those errorous thoughts. And that's why we are using these great tools of fulfilling purpose of this life to unify, right? Your all-knowing intelligence. There's nothing there that you don't know or cannot know. That's why it is said as it has an untrue no. And you need to find out why. What is the blocker that is not letting you flow to be unified? Babaji explains in this chapter, your free will is not tampered with. So it is not interfered at all by your higher self. You are free to make your own choices. This is because at this delicate stage, while you think of your higher self as a separate, you must keep exercising that free will. You have choice. You can choose to be walking in the path of being, living with those God qualities. By unifying, you have choice to be your lower self or to be your higher self. You have a choice. You have that free will. So your higher self is not going to interfere at all. You have that control. So just choose the right path for you. Practice, practice, practice. Keep exercising that free will to align with your purpose. Your higher self will not allow your free will to become dormant. There are any number of spirits that would love to usurp your free will, right? Uninvited influences, those thoughts those thoughts which will keep you to be your lower self, that will keep interfering you all the time and will take over every aspect of your life. They will tamper you. They will create all sort of blocks for you. That's why you must always use the safeguards during your quiet period. The higher self has confirmed during a quiet period that the desire is your highest and wisest interest. Your higher self has given you a signal. It will confirm with you. Your higher self has revealed the thoughts you have that stand in a way of that desire. If you have any doubts or questions about creating formula, clear them up with your higher self during your quiet period. I personally experienced certain things during the beginning of this chapter where I was supposed to lead on Monday, but I was doubting myself or something has blocked me so much that it questioned me to think, do you really think you're all knowing? And it just blocked my mind. I was not getting any kind of answers. I was totally blank. This is how intelligent our higher self we are. That once you think any low, it will question you. Hey, what are you thinking? Are you being unified? Are you being that higher self? Are you walking in that path? Correct yourself. It just blocked me from getting any answers. That is why it's important to believe first. I am my higher self. I am all knowing intelligence. I am those qualities. When you believe and start living it and see how beautifully you will be guided to live your purpose. And I have experienced that. Just to know that I was experiencing that, to realize that. And it's such an amazing experience, I must say. And this chapter is very beautiful. Let's start meditation. I really want you to sit and read this chapter again because it has great, great, great insights. So let's just settle down. Take in all this knowledge. You have been listening to this whole week. I did not say anything new at all. I just repeated, that's all. So that we can listen and practice and soak into that knowledge and walk in our true path, our highest primary purpose. That is what we are practicing through our actions too, to be there. Just settle down. Let's calm ourselves down. Clear our mind from any unwanted, not necessary thinking. Let's just relax our body. Completely come to this present moment. Be here. You already heard beautiful chapter. All the knowledge you have within you. You are the all-knowing intelligence. You just have to believe, trust that you are that. And with that trust, you move forward, you will be living that great purpose where this entire existence is heading for, to merge with that greatest wisdom. That is what you start living with. Believe that you are your higher self. Believe that you all have that wisdom within you, guiding you all the time. You just have to switch your mode from being lower, becoming higher. This course is leading you there, not only to communicate with your higher self, but to start living like your higher self. Your higher self is nowhere else, but it is within you. You don't have to go anywhere else, but go within to experience it. And we all know what we have to do. Just be in this beautiful heart space. This is such an amazing place. Which will lead you to the depths of your being. So let us just settle in our heart space. Be there. Every moment of our life. Start living by being in a heart space. That is the purpose. That is the purpose. To be those beautiful qualities. Quality of light. Complete wisdom. It says as God is light. When you are God's image, you are the complete wisdom. I am light. Feel it. Feel it within you. I am light. I am love. A love which connects me with everything else, which is not at all separate from me, but it is my aspect. One with me, but with a unique expression. What I see in front of me is my unique expression, which is nothing but the various forms of my love. I am love. With everything around me completes me. I am bliss, joy, happiness. These are my qualities. And I celebrate all these with my unique expressions. And I have an abundance of this love to experience, to express. I am abundance. And I am everywhere present. When every aspect is my expression, I live in everything. I am everywhere present. And I know this truth. That's why I am all-knowing intelligence. There's nothing that I don't know. And if I feel that I don't know anything, but I'm struggling to find out, that is where I depart those thoughts with love. To all uninvited influences in my aura, I send love and light. You are each whole and healed. You are each created as love and light. And you are still love and light. You each feel no pain now. And you are not afraid. You each have a perfect place to go. And I ask my higher self, take you there now. Each of you in peace. I close my aura to all except my higher self. And my beautiful higher self. Can you please give me my signal now? What is there in this entire existence? You know, when you are that all-knowing intelligence, when you have all that wisdom, let us try to know the essence of that beautiful quality which we all have originated from, which we all are connected with. Each aspect of ourselves. Is it in my highest and wisest interest to know about love? Wait for your yes or no, or your direct communication from your higher self. Know that there is never a no for an answer. You know when you get a no, what you have to do. Just depart those thoughts with love. And trust yourself. You are that all-knowing intelligence. Is it in my highest and wisest interest to know about love? Is it in my highest and wisest interest to ask about love? your higher self. Reveal the knowledge to you. What is love? A beautiful higher self. Reveal to me the knowledge of what is love. I claim the love and I accept the love. And I am that love, and I heal and release all the thoughts I may have that interfere with this claim of love, known or unknown, conscious or subconscious. My thoughts are now one with, the same as, and in tune with God's thoughts. My heart is in state of forgiveness, and I thank God for my love. I release this claim to God and with the natural laws of creation. My claim of me being love is now created. This is the nature of natural law. Amen. Tadastu. When you are this beautiful love, start emitting out. Emit everywhere around you, into your atmosphere, into all of your thoughts. Let your aura be infused with love. Wherever you step, let the love be felt. Whatever you think of, let the love be reached there. Whoever you are with, let this essence spread wide across every aspect of you, all the beings, each and every cell vibrating in this entire existence is the love. And you are unified with it. I am love. I am unified. Enjoy this essence. Be in this bliss and walk on this path to your true purpose. Now gently come back to your physical body, to your heart center. To your beautiful breath. And be grateful and thankful. Pay your gratitude. Mahavtar Babaji, Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji, to all the unified beings of love, to all the aspects of love, to yourself for being present here to this unified course, the author, this amazing life, and this beautiful vessel called body. Pay your gratitude, be grateful. Wiggle your toes. Unclasp your hands. Gently place them over your eyes. At the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. A beautiful smile on your face. Open your eyes. It's a beautiful day. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. If you have any experiences to share, please go ahead. Thank you, Masters, in the chat. Please do reread this chapter and know yourself in depth. This chapter is that chapter. Thank you, Masters. Thank you. If you have any sharings, please do share in the group so that everyone can feel and understand your perspective too. Everyone is important and unique the way we are designed. So please do share your experiences, your insights. Thank you, Masters. Okay, see you all tomorrow with the new chapter and the last gratitude week for this phase 2 of Unify. See you all tomorrow. Have a lovely day. Thank you.